You got it? Okay. What do you think? Y'all buy that? So I think it's important. I think he really likes her. He knows what she needs to become, and he knows what he needs to do. And by the way, do you think it's easy for him to do what he's doing? I mean, their wedding night, they don't eat a feast. You know, it kind of ruins the wedding night. If you were sentimental, you know, just kind of, oh, you got to do what everybody does, he wouldn't have gotten ultimately where he got, which he had a very loving wife. And by the way, right, she puts her hand under his foot, he lifts her up. Right? Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord. So I think, and by the way, also, so remember the thing about falconeering? You don't remember this? There's a whole section where I think it may be his speech before he meets her. In several places he uses imagery of falconeering, right? You don't know what falconeering is? So people still do it. There's people in Kentucky apparently that do this. They catch a falcon and they make it go hungry. They don't feed it and they don't let it sleep. And these are the means they use to tame it. Why? Because ultimately they want to hunt with it. They want it to be tuned into the owner so that they can direct it and hunt with it. And Petruchio wants to hunt with Kate. Who does he hunt with Kate? Once he's won her, once she's submissive to him, who does he hunt with her?
The other wives.
The other wives. She goes and gets the other wives. It says, now ladies, y'all need to get it together. Right? Does that make sense? So, this is not a very popular play in our world today, but I think it's really good. I think it's first of all, it's really funny, super memorable, but then second of all, I think there's a really profound thing about, so you could apply this to the way your parents teach you. Sometimes you think your parents are being mean. They love you. And they want you to grow up and not have to have things your way and not be spoiled, right? God, he loves us and he uses difficult things to mature us and to get us to be what we're supposed to be, right? Because he knows what we can be, right? There's so many places in Scripture where Paul will say, you are saints, you are the righteousness of Christ. And we think, but we know what kind of attitudes we have sometimes. We're like, that doesn't seem like me, okay? But that's our heavenly bridegroom kind of calling us up to be what he has created us to be. Does that make sense? Right? I think all these things are going on. Questions. Let's do now 10, 15 minutes. Let's just talk about, if you have any questions about stuff that goes on in the play. Anything? So if I could say to Catherine, I think it's important for you to go from nasty and for there to be I think the hardest thing about your job will be this gradual change. You start out really mad and angry and nasty. And then slowly, the more you're around Petruchio, you're a little bewildered, but you're like, there's something about this man. And in the end, you're soft and loving. And Bianca, it's important for you to be kind of sweet, but it's got to be a little bit of a fakey sweet, right? And in the end, you're kind of shrewish. The men, I think most of the other men, you're kind of shallow, right? Petruchio seems shallow. You guys are shallow. Let's see. What are some of the other characters? Yeah. All right. Does that help? You guys? Does that really help? You got any thoughts or other questions?